this morning, I've come into a little point. It's not too awful far from the road. There's a long point that goes off through here, drains down to a creek. And right here behind me, there's a big cedar tree. And that tree was rubbed last year. There is not a fresh rub on it right now, but it was rubbed fresh last year. There's a scrape back here behind me too. Now, I'm climbing right on this tree where that rub was at. But rather than back off of it, I've got the wind blowing back this way. And right over here, there's a row of cedars going down through here, the side of this little hill. And every one of them was rubbed last year. So what that little lip is, I believe those bugs are probably traveling this little lip at daylight. You're rolling up in the morning, those thermals start rising, trying to wind check those. So what I've done is climb to where I can shoot that trail, because that's where I think they're going to be. Now, if one comes right here to me, hopefully I'll be able to get a shot before he knows that I'm here. But if I get any further away from this trail, I'm not going to be able to shoot it. It's just too thick in here. Can I show you what we're looking at right here? There's a cedar there, one there. Right around here, there's another cedar here, and there, and there. That's where those bugs are traveling, right down through here. There's a long point. You see it drops off to the creek down here. There's a long point that goes off down in there and drains off into that creek. This is my first set in here. I don't have a camera in here or anything. But the conditions this morning are perfect. I've got a perfect wind for this spot. It's in the 30s. And I mean, it's just beautiful. It's just one of those mornings where you just expect to see a deer. It's also the perfect time of the year, so that the rut in places out here is right. I mean, there's bugs chasing does. So you never know, any second this could get really good. It's right at 11 o'clock, and I have not seen any deer at all this morning. The weather's perfect, conditions are perfect, and the deer should be on their feet. So I feel like I'm missing something now that it's good light out here. I mean, I don't see any scrapes. There are no fresh rubs or anything right here in this spot. But I know that the deer have been through here this last year, so I'm going to ease out this point right here where it drops off into this creek. See if I can find any sign. Go around the other side of this creek and see if I can find any sign on that other side. Maybe the deer moved over. There's got to be some deer in here somewhere. If there is a doe, whatever doe is in here that's going into heat, in this area, there's got to be some sign somewhere by now. At least there just should be. So I'm gonna go and check it out, and maybe look around for the next hour or so, and then we're gonna move somewhere else to hunt this evening. I got another spot that there was some good scrapes this last year. Good thing is it's kind of down low, right on a creek, so it might be a good evening spot. So we're gonna go check that out anyway. I have relocated this evening. It's about 3 o'clock, and last year we had two really nice bucks, a 10-point and a nice 8, right down here on this creek that were fighting. Got them on camera, on video. I haven't had a chance to come in here and hunt them yet. We actually got them on camera back at the 1st of November. And I haven't been in here at all yet this year, so just happened to think about this spot. We got a good wind for it, and those deer were in here about 5:30, right before dark in the evening. So we're just sitting up here high on this bluff. There's a big old rock ledge up here, and y'all can see I'm up above them. Deer ought to be right down in there. I'm probably, I'd say, a good 40 feet, maybe a little higher than that, up above that creek bottom down there. That's where those bucks were at. Right up here on the other side, there was a pine thicket up here last year, and we were afraid it might mess them up. I don't know if it has or not. Me and Christy came in here and kind of scouted that a little bit. It's probably been a month ago or so, and found a few small rubs that were fresh, but couldn't really tell a whole lot about it because now what they've done is they've cut every bit of those pines. So that whole top end was cut back in like April. So it's a fresh cut over, although they left just a ton of logs. I mean, there's log piles and log jams everywhere. So there's reasonable bedding up there. And it has grown up over the summer pretty thick. So you got some browse and stuff up there too. But it's so nasty. So I don't know. I don't know if they're still using that like they did the pine thicket. But the pines were there when the bucks came down in here. So we're just going to give it a sit and just see what we see. We might get lucky. Never know. Down. It's a pretty nice 8-point. Ain't no old deer, but he's a dang pretty one. Let's check him out. You're laying right there. Well, he did exactly what he was supposed to, and there was the 10 and the 8. That right there, I'm almost 100% sure is the 8, a year older. I think he's a 3-year-old. Last year, I'm almost positive he was a 2-year-old. I do believe. That means there's still a 10 plus in here, hopefully, unless he got shot last year. So now I know where to sneak in and get on him. So what's funny is he came from opposite direction I expected him to. And that was the way that we were coming in, which is a very good reason why we probably were not seeing anything in here. That's the first buck that I've seen in here. We've hunted this for 2 years and had deer on camera and just kept trying to access different ways. And this is the first time that it's the first time I've seen horns. It's actually the first deer I've seen in here, actually. Kind of crazy. I should say actually one more time. Well, heck yeah, guys. We'll give him just a second, make sure he is ready to go, and we'll go check him out. Pretty sure that he is finished. Pretty buck. See, it looks like probably a 3-year-old. I hope that my Tacticam was working. I pushed the button on it and it did turn on, but I did not have to turn it back off. So I'm interested to see if I got the shot on camera. I don't know if I did or not. Yeah, we got him down. Sure enough. Pretty buck. It looks like a 3-year-old. He's got a big body on him, just a little narrow rack. He looked just like this last year. Just a lot smaller body. I believe last year was a 2-year-old. But heck yeah, man. Fired up about that. Fired up about that. That's cool. That is cool. That's actually the first deer I've ever killed out of a national forest. So that's pretty awesome. Well, shoot, yeah, guys. Well, let's go up there and climb the top of this mountain. We gotta get back to the truck and get some service. But we gotta get this guy out of here. My buddy Jeremy, back at it again. Rescue squad. Well, we got him packed up. And I don't know if y'all can see the cliff that we're having to walk up and the one we got ahead of us, but oh my gosh, it's steep in here. But so worth it. Oh man, is it worth it to you?
Always. Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. We're gonna fill this in the morning. What's up, guys? Thursday, November the 28th. Today is Thanksgiving Day. And we're back up in a tree. Killed a nice little 8-point yesterday. And we got him packed out. We got back to the house probably about 8:30, which was actually a pretty good time. It took Jeremy about an hour or so to get to the house. He's going to hunt with me this weekend. So I waited on him to get back. We headed over there and got him out. Wish so bad I could have gotten the shot on camera. I just got to apologize for my rookie mistakes on running the shot cameras. What ended up happening, I noticed that my light had gone out on my Tacticam when I went to turn it off. It was already off, and I was like, man, that's not good. And sure enough, it was the SD card. I bought a brand new SD card, and I did not format it. So when I went to check the footage, I had a 10-second clip that was in portrait mode, up and down. It was 10 seconds of video, and it was before the deer had even cleared the trees. You couldn't even see the deer in the camera. It was way before the shot, so I didn't get anything on camera again. So that's aggravating. But somebody just busted one, fairly close. I don't know how that sound traveled. That actually could have been Jeremy. But anyway, maybe it was. This morning we've come back into the spot where I shot the drop tine buck last year. Shot him on the 23rd, and right now we've got a gun hunt going on over here this weekend. So dates line up good for that. As a matter of fact, I actually lost another buck over here that weekend, and Jeremy shot a buck that weekend too. He's right across the road from me. So there's really, this time of year, right here, there's no telling. It's a great spot. So maybe we'll see something. I've changed trees. I'm not real crazy about my setup. I've got to cut some limbs out of this thing. See this mess. I'm actually up in a hemlock, and it's good cover. It's actually a good tree. It's in a good spot. But I would like to have some of these limbs gone out of it so I can maneuver a little bit better. We've got a front blowing in today. The wind's blowing about 15, 20 miles an hour, and it's supposed to cool off. High day was 57, and that was before daylight. It's already starting to get cooler out here, and I think it's supposed to get down in the 40s by early afternoon. It actually feels like it's dropped probably 5 or 6 degrees already. I mean, it's kind of cold. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up and start paying attention. I ain't got a whole lot of a travel route right here. When they come through, they're in and gone. I ain't got much time to take a shot. But hope that y'all had a good Thanksgiving by the time you're watching this. Thanksgiving will be over, so I hope that y'all had a really good Thanksgiving and ate way too much, because I know that I'm going to as soon as I get home. I just had a doe come running off the hill. Saw something move. I was hoping that it was a big old buck, but it was a little spike. He come off the hill behind her. And I went back yonder way. The way this spot is in here, there's so much terrain. You see these hills back here behind me, and they just come down and cross and go back up. It's the same way on the other side of this tree. The great thing about this spot is when these does are hot right around this week, you can hunt this with any wind, because no matter what way that wind's going, it sucks all your scent down this big old ditch. And so far to this point, every deer I've seen in here has been crossing this ditch, and they don't ever catch your scent. They just come down and go back up. The only bad thing is you're very limited shot opportunity. And when it happens, it's got to happen quick. Like those deer out there, I couldn't even get on camera. I mean, it was just that quick. By the time I got my rifle, they were. I mean, if it had been big enough to shoot, I would have had to just pull the trigger. It would have been over. I'm working my way up out of this hole down here. And y'all, it is a shame how many of these pine trees are dead. I mean, it's just about all of them in here now. You see back here behind me, up on this ridge, last year, that was a thick, lush pine thicket. And now, I mean, it is, every pine up there is dead. Every single one of them. I mean, all the way where you see that light through there, that's all dead pine trees. And there's giant ones. Big giant trees like this one right here, that now the beetles are starting to spread out into them. One of those big, huge trees along through here, every one of them's dead now. It's horrible. It's on the plus side, when all those things get falling and stuff, it's going to create a lot of deer habitat too. Even the sun being able to get through them like that is going to really let the browse and stuff come up around them too. So it'll actually be good for the deer hunt. You can already see how thick all that green starting to come up. It's crazy. Good morning, guys. Today is November the 30th. It is about 23 degrees. There's no wind, real calm, but it's cold. This morning, I'm in a little bit of an unorthodox setup, if you can't tell. I'm actually sitting in a blue fold-out chair. So, where these deer are crossing, I cannot make up my mind on a tree that is where I can shoot every spot that these deer are coming from. But I think I can from right here. The trick is going to be hearing them coming and getting in a position before they see me, which I think is possible with it this quiet. I'm just really going to have to listen and pay attention. So let me get off here. Y'all are distracted. Well, it is 11:30, and a good friend of mine, David, just messaged me. I actually got in touch with him on the phone somehow, and he has killed what he said is a nice 10-point. And if he said it's a good one, it's a good one. So he killed some big deer, and he's got it way off down in the holler, and he can't get in touch with any of his buddies. They're supposed to be hunting all day long. So I told him that me and Jeremy come help him get it out of there. As soon as we come out of the woods, we're not supposed to come out until 2 o'clock, and Jeremy has got no phone service. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to get in touch with him before 2 o'clock. But what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and get up, get all my stuff together, and head over there to David and see if me and him can't start working that deer toward the truck. And just text Jeremy. When he gets that text, I can come pick him up, take him back over there, because there's no telling how long it's going to take us to get that deer out of the woods. And I would like to go ahead and get started just as soon as we can. But good job, David. That's cool, man. Public land, Alabama. I love it. Love it, love it. Holy moly. I swear, man, my freaking Tacticam, I'm almost positive, did not just work again. But I've just shot a nice buck. He walked up the mountain right here behind me, and I shot, and he fell down this hill and tried to get up. I shot him again, and he took off running straight at me. Didn't know I was here. But y'all, look at this. The deer was right up here on this hill when I shot him. He fell down by this log. I shot him again right here, and he took off running. And you know, he's laying right there. That's his side right there. I'm here in my blue chair, and he is literally see his beam right there. Well, if I didn't get the footage, I mean, I can't be mad. It's aggravating, but I just shot a nice buck out of a blue chair sitting on the ground. This season is just insane. I mean, look at me. Look how I'm dressed. Look like a dang fruitcake. Oh, but hey, man, if looks could kill, right? Man, golly, I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what's happening. I pushed the button. Of course, now I pushed the button, but I didn't ever look at the button, even see if it lit up green or anything. I may not have mashed it hard enough, because he was He was right where I'm at here. He was back behind me. And I had to get turned. The sun is shining kind of right in my face. And he's looking off that mountain down on me. So my brain just went into hunt mode, you know. So, I mean, y'all just going to have to forgive me. I mean, I don't know. This is a learning curve for me anyway. But I just can't give up a shot at a buck for film footage. I just can't. I know that's the best part of the whole hunt for most of y'all. And I hate it. But, I mean, man, it is what it is. It just keeps on happening over and over. But I'm just glad I'm hitting deer now. If y'all followed me, you know, a couple of years ago, I went through a bad dry spell. I had like 5 or 6 bucks in a row that I missed, and it was a mess after my heart surgery. I was just having so much trouble concentrating. I was shooting bad. I had a target panic real bad because I was so just nervous. But man, it's coming together. Maybe one of these days I'll start getting it on film. But I ain't gonna cry this time. I'm too excited. I'm freaking fired up. Like I said, my buddy David done got one down. Now I got 2 deer laying out here we gotta do something with, and it ain't 12 o'clock. Jeremy ain't supposed to come out till 2, so hopefully they'll realize that was me that I shot. I'm so excited I can't talk, so hopefully he realizes that was me that shot and comes out where he has service and texts me. Well, let's ease over here, take a look at this thing. I'm telling you, he ain't 5 yards over here. Maybe 6, 8. All right, let me flip this phone around. I mean, y'all look. There's deer. There's my chair. Well, I would definitely say that the first shot would have done the trick. Take us a look at this spot right here. What y'all think now? Huh? What y'all think now? Pretty 8-point. Nice mass, good chocolate horns, real dark horn deer. Dang good one, man. Heck yeah. Alabama public land. Big body on that joker. A mature buck. Sitting in the blue killing chair. And that, my friends, is why I do not discriminate against which kind of tree stand I'm going to use. Because in certain situations, you just got to go kill them. And in here, I got in that other tree yesterday, or was it day before yesterday, and I just couldn't get around in there good. I didn't like the tree. It just wasn't right. And if I had been in there this morning, he would have come in behind me, and I wouldn't have been able to get turned around right because of all the limbs. And I wouldn't have a buck laying there. So let's go. Let's go. I got one left, man, in Alabama, and I'll be bucked out. Let me gather up my chair and my camera arm that, you know, was completely useless because I couldn't get that on video either. I don't know. If that Tacticam thing doesn't work out, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I guess we'll just keep shooting there and talk about them after they're laying on the ground.